Alright, hello ladies and gentlemen. My name is New England Sports, aka Alex, and today I'm here to talk to you about the NBA 2K14 or 2014 NBA mock draft. And this is pretty much the first round of the mock draft. Who is gonna go where? And I think this dude got it wrong because he has it. The Suns receive. Oh, I see how it is. So this guy thinks the Pacers are gonna win. He thinks the Pacers Thunder in the finals, and he thinks it's gonna be Pacers. Actually, no, the Bobcats got that pick. So this is what it's thinking: that the Milwaukee Bucks are gonna get the first pick in the draft, and that they're gonna get Jabari Parker. What do I gotta think about that? And here it says his play report is Jabari is a very skilled player, was versatile, very skilled and versatile player who excels in all aspects of the game. Good handle, court vision, and scoring ability. So he's being compared to Paul Pierce or Carmelo. Well, for starters, I think the Bucks aren't going to draft Jabari Parker. I think that they are going to get Joel Embiid. Embiid is a good center, and he's being compared here to Hakeem the Dream Olajuwon. And Hakeem was one of the best centers in his era. The Dream Shake, remember that? Yeah. So they're saying Joel Embiid. I'm saying Joel Embiid deserves to be the #1 pick. This is why. The Bucks, they have good guards, and Brendan Knight and OJ Mayo. They both can score. They both can handle the ball. But this year OJ hasn't been the OJ that we know, the former #1 high school player. He's not that. He's been the OJ Mayo, not really as good. But yeah, I think that Joel Embiid is going to be the first pick in the draft. I say that because they're small. They have Caron Butler as a small forward. I know Caron Butler's older, but Caron Butler can still get the job done. At center position, they have Larry Sanders, and Larry Sanders is a type of center that he's mostly defensive, but he was mainly a power forward coming out of college, and they just moved him to center now. But I think that they should move Larry Sanders back to power forward and keep Joel Embiid as their center slash star. And I think that they should move Ersan Ilyasova down to small forward, or maybe trade to get one of these lottery picks. Maybe one of these lottery picks. Get get someone like James Young, Doug McDermott, Glenn Robinson III, Aaron Gordon, C.J. Fair. See, look out. Maybe they can trade their #1 pick to get 2 other picks to maybe get like a 22nd pick and a 20 something. Yeah, over here. Get a pick down here. Get a good man. So yeah, that's why I think Joel Embiid should be the #1 pick. So #2, I do not have the Magic getting the second pick in the draft. I have the 76ers getting the second pick in the draft, and I think they're gonna get Andrew Wiggins, so he can go along with Michael Carter Williams. I think Jabari Parker is a better player than Andrew Wiggins, but he doesn't fit well in their circumstances. I feel like Andrew Wiggins. Well, they're both the same height, but I think that you can put Andrew Wiggins as a shooting guard. Keep maybe bump down Evan Turner and put him as a shooting guard, and put Andrew. Yeah, I feel I'm confused. Let me repeat myself. I feel like the 76ers can bump down Evan Turner and put him as a shooting guard, and then bring in Andrew Wiggins, put him as small forward. They still need to go out and sign somebody to play center, or maybe, as I said, what the Bucks can do, trade their pick to get 2 lottery picks, cause the Magic get the 13th pick. So it looks like the Magic might cash in. But let's move on. The 3rd pick in the draft going to the Magic, which I don't think they're gonna get Jabari either. I think they're gonna get Marcus Smart, because Marcus Smart, I think him and Oladipo can work well together, and then they could keep Tobias Harris, Nick Vucevic, and still have Nicholson, I think his last name is, and they could just keep him there. You guys probably gonna call me stupid, but that's what I feel, and I think that's just enough said. Marcus Smart, he's a good player, great handler, and him and Oladipo will work well together. So that's the 3rd pick to the Magic. So now the 4th pick to the Celtics. I'm still not picking Jabari. I think Jabari is going to land down to the Jazz. And then the Celtics, I think they're going to stick with Dante Exum because he works well. He's going to work well with Rajon Rondo. Rajon Rondo is going to be the main ball handler, and Dante Exum might be the guy that they kick it out to for the open 3. The Celtics, they have good players on that team, but they are a very, a tall team, a bigger team than most. So they can't mostly beat you on the fast break unless it's like one of their young guards, like Rajon Rondo, Phil Presley, one more. Oh, sorry, I had to do something there. So then, as I was saying, that's how I feel about Dante Exum going to the Celtics. And now with the 5th pick, the Utah Jazz will select Jabari Parker, and I feel like Jabari Parker is going to fit well with the Jazz. As it says in his player report, he is he's a skilled and versatile player who can excel in all aspects of the game. Good handle, court vision, and scoring ability. Paul Pierce or Melo. I think that's what the Utah Jazz need. The Utah Jazz have Trey Burke, Alec Burks, Gordon Hayward, Derek Favors, and Enes Kanter. All good players they can build around. But in current years, they haven't been doing much. And I can't say it, they're not going to be good. So, the Sacramento Kings have the 6th pick. I do not think they're going to have the 6th pick. I think the 6th pick are going to go to Cleveland Cavaliers. And then the Cleveland Cavaliers are going to pick P.J. Hairston. I think P.J. Hairston is exactly what the Cleveland Cavaliers need. Dion Waiters and Kyrie, they work good together. But P.J. Hairston is a great and strong and talented wing who can shoot the 3. And I feel like that's exactly what the Cleveland Cavaliers need. And without saying so, now the 7th pick to the Los Angeles Lakers. And I feel like they're going to get Julius Randle. Julius Randle works well. I think they might bump him down to play small forward because he is a smaller power forward, and they still have Pau Gasol, unless they want to bring Pau Gasol to center, put Jordan Hill on the bench, and then put Julius Randle. Because I think this should be their next year's starting lineup for the Lakers. Point guard Steve Nash. I was going to say Steven Nash for some reason. Kobe, then Swaggy P, aka Nick Young. Then comes Julius Randle, and then comes Pau Gasol. I feel like that team is going to be strong if they can keep healthy. Because right now, the Lakers just got Steve Nash back. But I still think they're not going to be together until Kobe comes back. Because it's really, Steve Nash isn't really a main scorer. But he is someone who can dish the ball off and make stuff, make it happen. So the ninth pick, I really do not know why the Nuggets. They say the Nuggets are gonna have the ninth pick. I think the ninth pick is gonna go to the Minnesota Timberwolves. I'm just gonna do the top 10 for now, but the Minnesota Timberwolves, I feel like they're not gonna get Tyler Ennis. I think they're gonna go with Gary Harris or Jermani Grant. I feel like Jermani Grant can fill that role with the Minnesota Timberwolves, and that the Minnesota Timberwolves need to stick with Ricky Rubio, keep Kevin Love, keep. This should be their team. If they get Jermani Grant, I feel like they can do a lot more than what they're capable of. I feel like they should have Ricky Rubio, Kevin Martin, then comes Jermani Grant, Kevin Love, and Nick Vucevic. I think, or not Nick Vucevic, Nick Pekovic. Sorry, all these Europeans sound alike. I'm not being trying to be racist, but the names sound alike. And that I think the team is mainly going to be a three-point shooting team. Like Jermani Grant, he's a wing with nice quickness and bounce. If you guys don't know what that means, it's a vertical. He's a good defender who plays a well-rounded game, but his comparison is to Josh Howard. Josh Howard, in my opinion, was a good player, but he had his times. He had his good games, and then he had his bad games. So then the 10th pick, I think, is going to stick with the Detroit Pistons, and I think the Detroit Pistons are going to stick with, maybe they can get, I don't know, I think they might get Doug McDermott instead of letting him fall down to the 16th pick. But I feel like Doug McDermott is something that they need, because I don't think Josh Howard should play the small forward position for that team. Josh Smith is more of a power forward type player, and I think they should trade Greg Monroe, because Andre Drummond is a way better player than him. Did you see last night? Andre Drummond had 30 points and 20 plus rebounds in the Rising Star Challenge, and he was on, I think, Team Hill, and I think he's a great player. But I think Doug McDermott is gonna help that player, or help the Pistons out. And that's it for the top 10 picks. And I'm going to do the next 20 picks in the next video. Please, if you enjoyed this video, please comment, rate, and subscribe.